hate my mom, so we fight all the time. My mother calls me a bitch, skank, a whore, a slut. I had to call the cops on my mom recently because my mother was trying to take the cell phone away.
When I went to grab her shirt, her necklace broke. I left a scratch. I was charged with criminal mischief and child endangerment.
Well, Cheyenne says being treated horribly by her mom is nothing new. In fact, she claims her mother's constant beatings when she was younger left her dying to be anywhere other than home.
When I think about my childhood, I feel scared. When I was a child, my mother would beat me. If I didn't listen, I would get hit. She would push me and throw me around. I was terrified. Even if I was crying a lot, she would not stop. I was on the top bunk, and my mom pulled me off the top bunk onto the floor. She screamed in my face until I cried. My mom enjoyed having me live in fear. I would go to school crying because of the abuse. She hit me with an extension cord. The next day when I went to school, the vice principal called CPS. My mom has never been a mother to me.
What do you say about all that?
There have been times where we have gotten into fights. It is true with the extension cord, but it wasn't on purpose. She has called CPS on us a few times, and every time they have been unfounded. When I took her cell phone, she called the cops on me because I took her cell phone.
Well, what kind of grade do you give yourself for a parent? What kind of parenting have you done here?
I've seen none.
Sometimes good, sometimes bad. I've gone to parenting classes. I've gone to counseling.
And where's her father in all of this?
Her father is not around.
He's back in town and I'm
He
not allowed
is
to
back
see
in
him.
town. You have been seeing him.
I saw him once. One time.
And there
every
was a
time he
reason.
came to the house, he couldn't come. And you would tell me that he cared about his other kid than me.
That's
what
because
mother
he
tells
did.
that?
He has 2 other kids.
And he cares about them more than her, and you pointed that out to her because you said it's true.
It is true.
And for that reason, you pointed that out.
Right, because if he wanted visitation with her, he would go back to court.
Stop talking, please, for a minute. You know, I write a column in O magazine every month for the last 12 years, and the one I just wrote was to make sure that when you make changes in your life, that you're moving towards something you want rather than just away from something you don't want. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we can do something, we can leave, we can make changes, not because it's what we wish we had, but because anything's got to be better than where we are. And I can understand how that might seem like a part of the thinking that you have at some level. I mean, I'm just wondering when you're going to encounter an adult in your life that doesn't behave like a child. And you're talking about, yeah, in the house, there are names being called. Yeah. And then you say, yeah, well, I've gotten upset and I've hit her and I've thrown things at her. And you're supposed to be the adult here. You say, well, she doesn't have a relationship with her father. And I pointed out to her, he likes his other kids more than he does you. He loves them more than he does you. And I said it because it's true. Well, yeah, okay, I heard that, but
she's wanted to see him, and
do you hear what I am saying here?
Yes, I do say what you're saying.
Because my view is you couldn't be chasing her more into his arms than if you had a stick running behind her down the street, herding her like cattle.
I have been told that too.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.